Target locked.
Today's target is Orim, the Volcanic Anvil. He is a normal damage-dealing defender for the Infernal faction, the dwarf forger who mastered the Macapolis' ancient forging skills. Wherever he goes, smoke and furnace follow. Here's a stat breakdown for Orim and how he compares to other defenders in the game. The only stat of note is that his rather high attack is the second highest in the game for defenders. His other stats are otherwise average or low, with a high cost to deploy. Orim's talent increases his crit rate by 15%. For every 5 critical hits landed with basic attack, he triggers his hammer smash that deals 160% damage to one target. If the smash hits only one target, the damage dealt will be increased to 200%. Orim's basic attack deals 100% damage to one enemy with a 40% chance to trigger a shield attack that inflicts burning on the target. Burning deals 20% magic damage per second. Burning effects from different sources can coexist, and this lasts for 5 seconds. With max skill ups, you increase this damage by an additional 20%. Orim's ultimate, Fireball Defense, is a manually activated ultimate with a rage cost of 1200, and upon deployment, he starts with 700, and it lasts for 26 seconds. It increases his attack range and reduces physical damage taken by 20% and lasts for 26 seconds. During the skill effect, the hero deals 60% damage to targets in range, inflicting burning. Additionally, each triggered hammer smash will deal AoE damage to up to 10 targets within a larger range. With max skill ups, you can increase the reduced physical damage taken by an additional 10%, increase the damage by 20%, and reduce the skill cost by 100. Orim's first passive, Master's Ire. If the hero receives damage from attackers with burning, there's a 50% chance to retaliate to the attacker, dealing 100% damage. With max skill ups, you can increase the trigger chance by an additional 20% and increase the damage by 40%. Orim's second passive, Smith Spirit, when deployed, gains crit rate increase by 20% for 15 seconds and grants all allies crit damage increase by 20% for 15 seconds. And with max skill ups, you increase the crit rate percent by 10%, the crit damage increase by 10%, and increase the effect duration by 10 seconds. Orim's first awakening, Hammer Smashes triggered by basic attack guarantees critical hits. His second awakening increases his attack by 300. Third awakening, required cost for first deployment -5. His fourth awakening increases his crit rate by 8%. And his fifth awakening, when not in the fireball defense state, attacking targets inflicted with burning will restore 50 rage for the hero. Orm is an offensive tank with very little in the way of survivability. However, his kit is practically calling for multiple deployments in areas that need quick, rapid damage output and then to move on. For that reason, focusing more on his damage output is more ideal. Attack percentage, crit rate percentage, and crit damage percentage, with any HP and defense percentage dabbled in after the fact. For early gear sets, you can look Fatality for allowing him to bypass enemy defenses. By mid-game, Night Terror will increase his damage when he critical hits, and by late game, he should be able to rack up Aegis Wrath quite quickly with his retaliations and attacks. For best artifacts, as with all attack scaling damage dealers, Keen Wisdom is best in slot early. Heart of Thorn mid-game would allow him to retaliate more often, and Tuning Crystal will give him some survivability and augment his AoE damage output considerably. Or might be a little off-putting at first, but to say we might not have the content intended for him quite yet isn't without merit. His passive of giving allies extra crit damage upon deployment and his ability to deliver quick DPS to tackle problem areas could prove vital in coming content. Perhaps an entire burning team could also open up new possibilities, as it is the only damage over time that can be stacked as many times as your units can allow. Thank you for watching this Watcher of Realms Hero Spotlight. If you like what you see, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I am Lieutenant Sheik, and this target has been destroyed.